It was the kind of British takedown that scorches with a smile. Dame Helen Mirren, the revered icon of stage and screen, delivered a masterclass in elegant evisceration during her recent appearance on the Graham Norton Show. The targets? None other than the perpetually performative Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who had once again attempted to claw their way back into the limelight with their heavily publicized, but deeply awkward, appearance at the 2025 TIME100 Gala in New York. Mirren, never one to mince words, lobbed a barb that cut through their curated image. You can dress him up, but you can't dress the face he makes when he's regretting all his life choices. The audience howled. Harry's expression that night? Grim, tense, and visibly disconnected. As if he were being paraded, not presented. And Meghan? Swathed in couture and self-importance, seemingly oblivious to the growing mockery surrounding her. Let's talk facts, not fiction. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's presence at the TIME100 event was not just another celebrity red carpet moment. It was a strategic move designed to remind the world that they still matter. But instead of rejuvenating their image, their stiff, joyless appearance did quite the opposite. Photos captured Harry looking miserably detached. His brow furrowed, jaw clenched, eyes staring into the abyss of his own choices. Even veteran fashion critics noted that while Meghan wore an extravagant designer gown, it couldn't distract from the body language of a man who appeared shackled to an exhausting PR campaign. Mirren's brutal observation, broadcast on a platform as influential as Graham Norton's, wasn't merely a joke. It was a public confirmation of what millions have quietly observed. The facade is cracking. Helen Mirren isn't some Twitter troll or anonymous critic. She is a dame, an Oscar winner, and a woman of immense cultural authority, especially in Britain. Her sardonic comment about Meghan's inability to dress Harry's grimacing face was surgical in its simplicity. The implication: no matter how much Meghan obsesses over styling, optics, and control, the truth leaks out through Harry's expression. And lately, that truth looks a lot like regret. His increasingly pained demeanor at every staged event screams volumes louder than any Netflix docuseries or Spotify flop. It's important to contextualize Mirren's roast within the broader fallout surrounding the couple. Their Archwell brand continues to nosedive. Spotify terminated their multimillion-dollar contract early, with executives branding them grifters. Netflix is quietly shelving future projects due to poor performance metrics. Their attempt to reinvent themselves as media moguls has been plagued by accusations of hypocrisy, plagiarism, and superficiality. The TIME100 appearance was supposed to be a course correction. Instead, it amplified just how out of touch they are. Harry and Meghan are not cultural revolutionaries. They are cautionary tales of ambition unmoored from authenticity. And let's not forget that Meghan's ongoing obsession with fashion and image has been a cornerstone of her public persona since marrying into the monarchy. From the get-go, she has styled herself less like a duchess and more like a Hollywood starlet moonlighting as a humanitarian. The problem is, people are no longer buying the act. Critics have long pointed out that for someone who professes to value privacy and authenticity, Meghan spends an extraordinary amount of time courting cameras and crafting a narrative where she is forever the misunderstood victim. But Helen Mirren, with one biting comment, peeled back that narrative and showed us the farce beneath. Prince Harry, meanwhile, has become something of a tragic figure in the saga. Once the beloved rogue prince, he is now a man adrift, publicly unraveling in a series of expressions and awkward silences. His memoir Spare may have broken sales records, but it also broke whatever remaining goodwill the public had for him. His appearance at the TIME100 Gala, rigid, robotic, resentful, only confirmed what many have long suspected: he's not thriving, he's surviving. What makes Mirren's commentary so powerful is that it wasn't political, cruel, or conspiratorial, it was observational. And that's why it hit so hard. It spoke to an undeniable reality that no amount of glamour or branding can erase. In 2025, Harry and Meghan are no longer symbols of progress or rebellion, they are performers in a crumbling production, desperately trying to hold the audience's gaze. And when a national treasure like Helen Mirren starts mocking your performance, the curtain may already be falling. In the end, Mirren's roast was more than a joke, it was a cultural verdict. Delivered with class, humor, and devastating precision, it captured the growing fatigue with a couple who mistake press coverage for purpose. You can dress Harry up, but as Mirren perfectly noted, you can't costume over the look of a man who's wondering how it all went so catastrophically wrong.